Okay, so we are back in the second tutorial here. So in this tutorial, we'll make a character. We'll make a playable character in our game, and then we will also do a little bit of scripting to control the character. So firstly, let's just make a 3D object, and we'll call it the player. So here we can have a capsule here, and then we'll just place it on top here. Can zero out everything so it's in the center. Maybe we'll scale this smaller to 0.5 in all direction. Okay, so we have our mini player here. Okay, let's just go to the game view and click play. So when we play the game, the character, there's no physics acting on it. So it's not really a fun game. So let's head back to the scene. And then we can add a component, a physics component for this capsule. And we will take this rigid body. Okay, so let's try again when we click play. See, our capsule, there's a physics acting on it. So how do we script this? Player. So for scripting wise, each component it can have its own script. So if you want this block to move, act as an obstacle, you can script that just for that particular this prefab over here, which is soil 2. But for now, we will just script the player so that we can move it around, and interact with it. So over here in the assets folder, let's make one more folder, and we call that scripts. And in the script here, let's go inside the script here, and we will create a C# script. And let's call this player. So let's head back to the capsule here. Let's rename it as player. Go to the inspector, and then we will drag our player script into this capsule here. So let's enter the scripting tool. Okay, so for this video, I'm actually using when you click the script, it will direct you to your whatever IDE you're using. So for this video, I suggest that you are using the Visual Studio Code. So when you go inside the script, it will automatically generate this set of template for you. So in here you have your libraries, your system, and then you also have so in C# you are going to use this thing called using. So in Python it's like import. So in here we are importing all the Unity engine and all these packages. And then over here, this is a class which is a player. So this player, it has to be the similar name as the one in Unity. So in here we call it the play script. If you change the name here, and if it's not similar to the one in the Visual Studio, oops, my bad, where is the, okay, there we go. If it's not the same here, there will be an error. So let's just try that. So let's call this capsule. We will Control S, and then we'll go back to our Unity. Okay, so it's loading the script. There it is. So there will be an error. It says the associate script cannot be loaded. Please fix any compile error. So it has to be the same name as the one that we have named in the Unity. So let's just change that back to player. Oops. Control S again. Let's check again. Okay, so the error is gone. Okay, so in this tutorial, I've prepared a script to be used to control our capsule here, which is the player. So in this script, we import a few packages like systems, collections, and the most important part is here we have to import the Unity engine itself. So in this class, the structure of this program is that we have a class which is a player, and then we declare the variables here. So here I have made a 3 variables, which is a jump key pressed, and then actually sorry, this is not needed because our objective is to make the player jump. And here we have a rigid body. This is the rigid body component of the capsule which we have added just now. So this is to actually actuate the jumping. So in here we have a few functions here, which is a void start, void update, and void fix update. So in the void start, just like in Arduino, this is like a void setup. So in here we set up our rigid body component here, and we call the component from Unity to our C# program. So we get a component, and we are using this syntax here, rigid body. And then here, void update is like a void loop. So in Arduino we have a void loop, right? But in C# we have a void update. So in here it will keep checking if we have pressed our space here. So input, we get our input. We check for this keycode.space, so which is our space button. Oops. And then if there is an input here, it will make our variable which is equal to true. So in here it's just a boolean, and it's a true or false here. So this is the one, jump key was pressed. And then in here we make another function called the private void fix update. So it will just call once, it will call the update once, every physics update. So every frame it will just call out one time, so that there won't be any duplicates. Maybe we pressed too much. Yeah. So if our jump key here is true, so here we define the jump power, which is a 6F. So yeah, of course we are using a float here. Okay. And then here we will alter the rigid body component. We will add a force. So we are using this component called vector3.up. So it will actually go upwards, and then we multiply by the jump power that we have defined here, which is a 6 force maybe. And here we have a force mode, and there's a change in velocity. And then we will reset our jump key, our variable as well, back to false. So yeah, the capsule won't keep jumping. So let's just Control S, and then let's go to our Unity. You see it's loading the script. Okay, so we are back in Unity, and let's click the play button and see how it goes. Okay, so let's try the space. Okay, it looks like it is jumping, so our script is successful. So but it looks like when we press too much, it's hovering in the air. So it looks like an Angry Bird type of game. So yeah, so that is it for this basic Unity tutorial on scripting. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and share your feedback in the comment section down below. And so thanks for watching, and see you next week.